So welcome to my presentation on Wellbeing Worcestershire's virtual retreat week, and thank you to Helen Crane, who runs Wellbeing Worcestershire Facebook group, for putting this all together. And I know it's a lot of hard work, so thank you for that, and thank you for asking me to be a part of it. So I'm Angie Latham, and I am a sound therapist first and foremost. I also a clinical hypnotherapist, a regression therapist, and I do past life regression and something called quantum healing hypnotherapy. But today I want to talk to you about sound healing and sound baths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to present a pre-recorded sound bath for you. So I'm first going to talk to you about sound baths and sound therapy and how it can benefit us in our everyday lives, and then there'll be a sort of about a 40-minute sound bath that I've pre-recorded for you, so that you can actually experience a virtual sound bath at home. Now, I've pre-recorded it because going live sound baths on Zoom and other kind of social media platforms, the sound quality doesn't tend to be as good. It really is an experience that is best in person, and I do run sound baths and sound meditations around Worcestershire, Herefordshire and Gloucestershire. So, and also I do one-to-one work and small group work from my therapy room in West Malvern, called the Soul Space. So when restrictions lift and lockdowns lift, if you want to come and personally experience a sound meditation with me, then I'd love to see you. And it really is one of those experiences that, although it's nice to listen to, it really doesn't capture the magic of being there in person. So what do sound baths actually do? First of all, they are a form of meditation. And so I'll just quickly talk to you about the benefits of meditation in general. And I think there's a big misconception about meditation, that that you have to be some sort of guru yogi sat on a rock somewhere dressed in white going and while that is a form of meditation, so is just sitting on a beach and listening to the waves. A form of meditation is sitting in your garden just listening to the birds in the trees. A form of meditation is just taking 5 minutes to just sit in complete silence and just breathe gently in and out of the heart centre and the belly. That's a form of meditation. So what meditation really is just slowing down the mind. Again, we're not trying to clear the mind particularly, because you can't stop thinking, and often people will not even try meditation because they believe that, oh well, I'll never stop thinking, I'm an overthinker, I can't stop thinking. We're not trying to stop you thinking, but what we are sort of trying to get you to is a place of quiet stillness, so that you allow thoughts to drift in and out of your consciousness, and that your thoughts aren't controlling you anymore, but you're an observer of your thoughts. So it's kind of like stepping back from your thoughts and observing them in a neutral, heart-centered space, rather than judging, criticizing, or getting lost in the story of what our thoughts tell us. So how do sounds help us in the meditation process? Well, just as I was saying that that we're not trying to stop our thoughts, how sound helps is that it gives our conscious mind something to actually focus on. So if you're a overthinker, if you're got a lot of anxiety, or if you've just got a lot of going on in your mind, your head, that you can't kind of think straight, you can't sort of find that point within you where you can start to feel your way forward, then meditation is a brilliant way of getting you back into centre, getting back into the heart centre. And using sound to do this is great, because the sounds that I use during sound baths, such as singing bowls or the gong, they don't have a particular melody and they don't have any particular pattern to them. So there's nothing for the conscious mind to kind of work out, but what it does do, it distracts the conscious mind. So the conscious mind can listen to the lovely sounds of the bowls or the gongs, and it just sort of distracts the monkey mind, sort of like, oh, what's going on over there, while your intuition and your more heart-based unconscious can come up to the surface. And it's that part of us that is usually where the answers are, where the aha moments are, where the inspiration comes from, where we find creative solutions to our problems. So that's how sounds help on a more mental level. So allowing yourself to just lie back and listen to the sounds itself is a very therapeutic practice, and you'll find that if you just allow yourself to surrender to the sounds, that what will happen in your brain is that you'll go from the very wide awake beta thinking fully conscious brainwave state, and you'll start to move slowly down into the alpha and theta state, brainwave state. And these are slower brainwave patterns. So alpha is a relaxed state. Theta is where you're kind of like in that sort of deep meditation state. The theta state brainwave is just before you kind of fall off to sleep, that lovely, drifty, dreamy, daydreamy sort of feeling we have just before we fall fully asleep. And then delta is the bottom brainwave pattern, which is when we're fully asleep, we're unconscious basically. So in a sound bath, that's where we're trying to put you basically. We're trying to get you into the alpha, or ideally the theta state. So you're not actually asleep during the sound bath, but you're in this lovely, dreamy, drifty, sort of beautiful dreamscape. And allow your thoughts to come and go. And some people have lovely journeys where they're just daydreaming, and they're daydreaming that maybe they're flying above a mountain, or they're sort of diving into deep blue oceans, and all, you can just allow your imagination to take you wherever you want, and the sounds will support that. Okay, so on a more physical level, what's happening when you deeply relax, and when you're allowed to let go, and when you're in that theta state, the brainwave state? What's happening is that our autonomic nervous system, which runs many functions in the body, we switch over from the kind of the highly stressed fight or flight state that we're often in our modern lives, chronic stress state of fight or flight. This part of the autonomic nervous system, it's there to keep us safe. It's there to, if there's a danger in front of us, if there's a car coming towards you when you're just sort of crossing the road, it's that kind of fight or flight. Oh my God, I've got to move out of the way of the car. Back in the day when we were just first walking around on the earth, it would have been, avoiding dangerous animals, saber-toothed tigers and things like that. So, so that fight or flight state that our autonomic nervous system goes into is very good for giving us a push of adrenaline, a push of kind of like energy to get us out the way of danger, really. It gives us extra strength if we need to fight, and it gives us extra ability to run fast if we needed to run away. So that is a natural state that is within us, but it's only supposed to be there for short periods of time. What happens in our modern busy do go modern world, modern society, is that we're quite often in that sympathetic nervous system state quite a lot of the time, and that's partly why we're seeing so many diseases and illnesses and health issues that are either a result of or exacerbated by chronic stress. Okay, so anything that we can do to calm our nervous system down and go into what's called the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and repair, the rest and digest branch of our autonomic nervous system, is great. That's what we need to do more of. So short bursts of stress and adrenaline is perfectly fine for as and when we need it. You know, if you get a deadline that you're working to or something like that, you can call on those extra reserves of adrenaline to help you get the job done. But the problem is that if we're in that sort of state of fight and flight and chronic stress for long periods of time, that has a detrimental effect on our nervous system and on our health, and especially the immune system, which of course is a big concern during coronavirus. So the more you can relax, the more you can de-stress, the more you can unplug from that fight or flight, um, part of the sympathetic nervous system, the more we can strengthen our immune system, the more we can regulate our heart rate and our blood pressure, and just basically kind of function better and be less stressed in general. So that's what we're trying to do really with the sound bath. We're trying to completely let go of all the stress and the anxiety and the worry that we may have in our outer world, and just give ourselves permission to just for a few minutes a day to breathe and slow down and just allow ourselves to completely relax and let go. And it doesn't mean that we're trying to suppress or ignore any problems or situations that we've got going on outside of us, but what we need to give ourselves permission is to just allow ourselves to take time out from those pressures and take time out from those situations. And the amazing thing is that when we do get into a regular routine of meditation, be it sound meditation or yoga, mindfulness, going outside and sitting in nature, whatever works for you, often the more insight we get to our problems and the more creative solutions we can find to our problems. So it's a win-win situation, really. It means that the more we can get still and centered in our lives, the more clearly we can think, the more we can make better decisions for ourselves and others. So really, meditation, I would say, is absolutely essential. It is an essential way to self-care. It's an essential way to keep your body working perfectly, and not just in the physical sense but the emotional sense and the mental sense as well. So just like with our cars, we wouldn't expect our cars to just run and run and run and run and run without giving them a service, without changing the oil, without the MOT. It's exactly the same with our bodies. Our bodies aren't designed to run and run and run. We're not designed to be constantly stuck in that sympathetic branch of the nervous system. We are supposed to take time in, the in breath, and then action with the out breath, and then in with the in breath and out with the out breath. So this constant balance of being rested and then going forward, and then being rested and then going forward. So, and being rested doesn't just mean going to sleep at night. It means that you've got to constantly be mindful and aware of where it is you're vibrating, how you're feeling from moment to moment, from hour to hour. Because if you can stop yourself going, starting to stress out and starting to kind of go down this spiral of anxiety and depression and overthinking, then you can sort of catch yourself before you go too far down there and think, okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I need to take time out. I need to just go for a walk in nature for 15 minutes. Maybe I'll book that sound bath for an hour on Wednesday night. Maybe it's just having a bath and just shutting that bathroom door and putting some essential oils in the bath and doing some self-care that way. But we're not taught to look after ourselves, and we're not taught to self-care. And we have this, lots of people have this impression that actually self-caring is a selfish act, that if we're doing something for ourselves, then it's being selfish, that we're taking away from other people, we're taking away care and attention from other people. And really, that's it, that is an illusion, and it's a dangerous myth, because if we don't keep our own cup full, we can't give to other people. We can't run on empty. So, as the saying goes, you need to put the oxygen mask on yourself first to be able to help put oxygen masks on other people. So, self care is not a luxury, it's not selfish, it is absolutely essential. And sound baths and sound meditations, whether you're listening to them on MP3s or whether you're actually going to a sound bath, in person, they can really help you come back in tune with who you are and to that beautiful still point inside you. And we all have that still point inside of us. Every single one of us has that place of bliss, of peace, of unconditional love. Where we can just take time out and we can get back in touch really with who we really are, before we started taking on all of the outer society programmings, religious programmings, educational, cultural, whatever it is, or any limiting beliefs and any thoughts that we're not already beautiful, perfect as we are. We need to get back to where we were as children, when we were open-hearted, when we came from a place of unconditional love, where the world was full of wonder and we thought that we could do anything. It's only when we started going out, into the wider world and coming across people, situations that started to knock our confidence, that started to tell us why we're not good enough, or why we're not pretty enough, or why we, not talented enough. And, all of these kind of like these limited beliefs that we start to take on from outside of us, when really we need to get back to the heart centre to find out who we really are. What are our passions? What are we good at? What lights us up? What brings us joy? And then when we've found what brings us joy and what lights us up, then we can have a think about, how can I do that and be of service to others? So for me, playing beautiful sounds, and that lights me up, and I've found a way of sharing it with other people to be of service to other people. So that is my way of giving back to the world in service, but by doing something that actually lights me up, that I find joy in myself. So my objective with my sound baths are firstly to relax you, to bring you back to that beautiful state of unconditional love in the heart centre, where you can let go of all your limited beliefs and your anxieties, and become back in alignment with who you truly are. But if you would like to make a donation for the sound bath that I've done for you to St Richard Hospice, which is an amazing course, and I'm really pleased that that Wellbeing Worcestershire has chosen this charity, because cancer, of course, is devastating to the person who's got cancer, but obviously, the ripple effect of that goes out to family and friends, and into the wider circles of our family and friends. We're all affected when somebody that we know and love has cancer, no matter what the end result of that is, whether they recover or not. The amount of stress and anxiety that ripples out throughout all of the people that surround them is incredible. So I know St Richard Hospice does amazing work to not just help the person that has the diagnosis of cancer, but also to help all the friends and relatives that are also affected. Okay. So if you want to hear more about my work, or if you want to come to one of my sound baths in the future, then please have a look at my website. And on my website, it's a kind of like one-stop shop for all of the things that I do. So you'll also find information about my hypnotherapy work, past life regression work, and also some of my art and photography as well. There's also my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and my booking system page as well if you want to book an event. So all of those can be found on my website. Okay, and definitely follow me on Facebook, because that's where I post a lot of the the news, and where I first put events up. So, and if anybody wants to get in touch with me, then please do. Obviously I do all sorts of things. So I work one-to-one with people. I also work for private groups. So if you and a partner, or you and your family want to come for a sound bath in my private therapy room, then I can do that in West Malvern for you. And also wider groups, bigger groups, I'm also obviously available, and do work with other therapists such as yoga teachers, meditation teachers, weekend retreats, mind, body, spirit, also corporate wellbeing days, schools, hospice, and care homes. So what I do in this with sound meditation is so versatile, and it can really help in many different events, many different situations. So if you'd like to work with me, if you'd like to hire me for one of your retreats or yoga studio events, yeah, just get in touch. And I love working with other people, so collaboration is fantastic. We're all here to help support and uplift each other. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you at a sound bath soon, and I hope you enjoy the meditation I've done for you. So all you have to do is lie back in your chair or on a bed or anywhere comfortable, and just slow your breathing down. Breathe into the belly and the heart center. A few nice deep breaths in and out, and then enjoy the sounds. And that's all there is to it, really. Just focus your minds on the sounds that you hear, and allow them to drift you off.